Joining me on the phone now is Mr. Brian Altunian. He's the Chief Operating Officer of Platinum Studios. Their stock symbol's PDOS. Brian, good to have you with us, even though it's not in person.
Thank you, Don. Glad to be here, even by phone.
Now, Brian, I saw an interesting piece of press cross your wire earlier this week. You've got some kind of project underway with a pretty well-known young star from a Disney show. Tell us about that.
That's right. Well, you know, Don, we have a large library of comic book material which we're adapting and producing for, film, television, all sorts of entertainment. And one of those properties from our library is a property called The Weapon, which we put out in comic book form a little while ago. David Henry, who's one of the stars of Disney's Wizards of Waverly Place, just joined, attached to play the lead, Tommy Zhu, the lead character. And we're really excited, not only because David's such a great guy and really talented actor, but you know, the buzz has been great for us too. The timing couldn't have been any better. Wizards of Waverly Place just won an Emmy on Saturday for the outstanding children's program. So, you know, there's a great audience that's following these kids, and having David on one of our projects, we couldn't ask for a better attachment.
Now, Brian, is the audience that follows David's Wizards program pretty much crossover to the audience that would follow the new character?
Well, you know, I think so, because, and I'll say this, proof of what you're asking, I think, goes back to what we've just talked about recently, which was Disney's acquisition of Marvel. Right. Because, you know, it definitely has a young audience, that follows the Wizard show, and there's great crossover because, this character's, a young teen character that he'll be playing, and it will attract a young female audience to what you traditionally would think of comic books as being, going after a male audience. Right. So I think that there's going to be tremendous crossover opportunity.
That's really amazing. Now it must feel almost a little bit interesting. I can't think of the adjective right now, so I'll use interesting. In the wake of Disney's acquisition of Marvel for $4 billion, and now you're working with a Disney star, and you have actually a larger comic book library than Marvel did.
That's right, and it is funny. It's a small city, when we're not tied to a studio, Platinum really represents one of the largest independent libraries of comic material, not tied specifically to a studio. We actually get to work with all of them. It really makes us, as we've said, a very interesting opportunity for entertainment companies, because we're not restricted in who we talk to. We can talk to all the networks, all of the studios, and it is nice coincidence to have a Disney star now related to what we're doing. But to your other point, our library goes beyond superheroes, which is right. Really where both DC and Marvel are very steeped, rich in superhero history. But our library, which you're right, rivals the size of both of those libraries, really extends beyond into all genres. And again, $4 billion valuation. I couldn't ask for better validation of the market than that. And I think, again, where Platinum is, it represents a phenomenal opportunity for investors and shareholders.
Platinum Studios, PDOS is the symbol. Brian, thanks for the update. Congratulations.
Thanks again, Don.
Take care.